Hello Maverick Nation, I'm Wesley Gall.
And I'm George Caldwell. Welcome back to MavTV.
It's been another great year at SJS, and as we wrap things up and our seniors look ahead to commencement on May 23rd, Mrs. Lakey would like to remind the upper school to not forget to get your VOE forms from her if you're going to the DPS for your driver's license this summer. VOE forms attained on May 20th or thereafter are good for the entire summer. You know what they say, George? Summertime is for DPS lines.
And that's a fact. And if you need a transcript this summer, please order it at www.sjs.org/transcripts.
Finally, the student campus parking and parent authorization links for the 19 to 20 school year are now live.
Live?
Live.
Students must reapply each school year for a parking permit. Be sure to check your email for details on how to apply from Dean Duncan, or check the student/parent files and forms section of the SJS website.
Please note, your application is not complete until we receive the student and parent portions of the parking application. Parking applications received by August 1st, 2019 will be available on textbook pickup day. Parking applications received after August 1st will be available on the first day of school from Mrs. Lakey.
As most of you know, SBC was last weekend and the Mavericks did not disappoint.
That's right, and our MavTV sports team will bring you all the results right after our first story.
Now, let's take an investigative look into whether all of those SJS ghost stories are really true.
Hi, I'm Matthew Sampson with MavTV, and we're going to be investigating potential paranormal activity at St. John's. Newborn math teacher Miss Fogler has said to have some experiences with ghosts. Let's go check it out.
Yes, well, you can hear noises coming from the plumbing in the wall next to my classroom. That could be a ghost. I have not seen any flickering lights. My room does change temperature suddenly, though. Again, related to the plumbing. So occasionally when you're in the VST, particularly in the dressing rooms upstairs, one of the toilets will flush when no one is there. Just flushes on its own. I do believe that there are ghosts in the VST.
Our search has now led us to the VST, where stories of paranormal activity are prevalent among the drama crowd. Spiking, it's spiking.
Whoa.
It's spiking.
Ghost.
Drama teacher Mr. Lakey spends a lot of late nights in the VST. Let's ask him some questions.
Well, when I was technical director back in 2000, when the building opened, there were a lot of stories. I remember being up here very late at night, being up here in the catwalks, and hearing very strange noises coming from different places. And I also remember getting that feeling that somebody's watching you, and it would just get so bad that you would just end up having to run just out of here. So I definitely feel like there are ghosts up here. I remember students talking about seeing, whenever they were down on stage, we were rehearsing at night or something, they would say that they swore they saw apparitions or something up here in the catwalks. I remember when we were on the other side of the building, on the teaching wing, that we would see, you would be talking, and all of a sudden you'd think, just coming around the stairwell going up there, that you'd see something out of the corner of your eye. I think the scariest thing that has happened to me is I was on stage building one night, and I swear that I saw something up here, and I had that really weird feeling like something was happening, and or somebody was watching me, and all of a sudden all the electricity goes out to all my tools on stage, and the lights go out, and then they come back on, and that was the cue for me to leave. Oh, absolutely, I believe there are ghosts in here.
Well, are there ghosts at St. John's? That's for you to decide. Back to the studio.
Spooky stuff. Athletics just came back from participating in a great spring SPC. Let's go to our MavTV sports team with all the results.
With heavy hearts but determined spirits, 2.5 weeks ago the varsity girls lacrosse team won their first game without their beloved head coach Angie Kinsinger, affectionately known as Coach K.
Coach Kay and her husband Stuart and 4 other Houstonians were taken from our community in a tragic plane crash with just a few weeks left in the lacrosse season. The team chose to honor Angie in the best way they knew how. They decided to play for Coach Kay.
The field and the stands were covered with posters cheering for the players and honoring Coach K. In addition, every attendee at the game was given a ladybug pin to wear, a central theme in girls lacrosse that dates back to the early 2000s.
Alicia Moses Wagner, class of '98, played for Angie 20 years ago in her first year as the varsity girls lacrosse head coach. She recalls how Coach K instilled the invaluable lesson of showing up. Angie taught them how important it is to show up to practice, show up to games, even when you weren't feeling well or had a bad day. Alicia said, even if you had to sit on the sidelines for a bit, show up to support the rest of your team.
The girls went on to win that game and their first games at SPC and at the state tournament in Capel, where the state association named the championship trophies in honor of Coach K.
St. John's took spring SPC by storm, winning 2 conference titles to make it a 7 total championships for the Mavericks this year. Girls golf won their 3rd consecutive SPC championship on Tuesday at Wood Forest. St. John's was led by first-place finisher Christine Wang, who shot 4 under par. Ashley Yen was 2nd, Denise Pan 4th, and May McCabe 7th, for a team score of 591 points, 55 points ahead of 2nd place Kincaid.
St. John's boys track and field gave St. John's their 2nd spring championship on SPC Saturday. The girls, who finished 4th, started off with the school record and first-place finish in the 4x100 relay led by Micah Clay, Shelby Roaches, Mira Thacker, and Lena McZeal. Colin Fullen, Lethan Hampton, Will Skinner, and Jensen Hooper Price followed up with a first-place finish of their own. Douglas Parsley won the 800 meters, Jensen won the 100 meters, Lethan won the 400 meters, and the boys won the 4x400 led by Lethan, Douglas, Aloia Shotzi, and Jensen. As the day unfolded, St. John's boys edged out St. Mark's 139 to 127.5 for their 2nd consecutive SPC championship.
Softball snuck into the championship game as the South 4th seed, losing to EHS for runner-up. The captain summed up their quest to reach the championship.
It's a lot. It's kind of overwhelming, but I try not to think about how it's the last game, but we're going to play our best and try to get as far as we can. So
yeah, we've had a little bit of a rocky season, so we really want to come out here this week and improve who we are, that we are as good as we are.
The rest of the field teams competed in 3rd place games. Baseball barely missed a trip to the championship game in a 4-2 loss to EHS in the semifinals, but rebounded with 4-2 win over John Cooper for 3rd place. Both girls tennis and girls lacrosse started off SPC with convincing wins to advance to the championship semifinals and both finished in 4th place.
Boys tennis made it to the championship semifinal for the first time since 2015. St. John's was down 2-0 to St. Andrews and came back to win 3-2, culminating with Russell Lee's big win. Here's what Russell had to say.
I was really proud of that. I was really proud of that. That was so clutch. I mean, so clutch. So clutch. Tee it up.
Earlier, boys golf finished tied for 5th and boys lacrosse finished 3rd. A few Mavericks chimed in on the SPC experience.
Yeah, it's spring SPC in Houston for the first time since I've been at St. John's. That's really interesting. We have kids coming from school to watch the game. We can sleep in our own bed. We're going to team meals at like where we've been going all season. So it's really neat that we're here. And also like we get to defend our home.
We're obviously gonna give it our all, cheer for our teammates, and not let like the bad points get us down.
And we're playing tough teams, but I think with tennis it's so mental, and like you just have to really stay positive, and that on any given day, even if you're playing a really tough team, like the ball doesn't know they're a tough team, so like you just have to like just give it your all and play really hard and hopefully win.
We work really hard throughout the year, so I feel like just having it pay off in like medals and not just practice, I think is also really rewarding for what we've done all year.
Win, place, and show. Hats off to all of our St. John's Mavericks at SPC.
Now, let's take a look at our girls golf champion, Christine Wang, and see how she became a champion.
Hi, I'm Katie Beck from MavTV, and today we're reporting on Christine Wang.
Christine Wang started playing golf at the age of 3 and has loved it ever since. She spends about 30 hours a week playing golf and takes lessons from Cameron McCormick, who's also the coach of Jordan Spieth. She's won SPC for all 3 years she's competed in it, and is currently ranked 19th on the Rolex Junior rankings and has hopes of going pro once she completes college. Now we're gonna interview Christine Wang. Woo! When did you start playing golf and why?
I started playing golf when I was 7, and I started playing because my dad plays golf and he just took me.
What's your favorite part of golf?
My favorite part is traveling and meeting new people.
Oh, how often do you travel?
I travel once per month. I leave for like a week, so I miss.
Is it like hard to like catch up on schoolwork and stuff?
No, not anymore. I mean, junior is kind of hard, but I'm kind of used to it now. Just always being behind.
Yeah. How many hours do you spend golfing a week?
I spend maybe 30 hours a week playing golf.
Any tips and tricks for aspiring golfers?
Practice.
Practice?
That's it.
That's it? Okay, cool. Thank you.
No problem.
As you can see, Christine Wang's a very dedicated golf player with high hopes for the future. I'm Katie Beck reporting for MavTV. Back to you, George.
We are looking forward to watching Christine impress the golf community for years to come. Good luck, Christine.
Well, Mavericks, we had another great school year here at SJS. We at MavTV would like to congratulate the class of 2019, and we wish you luck with your endeavors outside of our storied cloisters.
And what a story it was.
That it was.
And to everyone else, we wish you a happy summer break, and we look forward to seeing you in August for another great school year.
Please remember to subscribe to us on YouTube so you'll get updates on when our new videos are released.
We're always looking for great news stories. If you have any ideas for stories you would like to see on MavTV, you can email us at news@sjs.org.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon for another edition of MavTV.
Go Mavericks!